Whew. Hey, what is up guys? It's Chris, aka StanChris. Yeah, no longer Twink Stan. That definitely sounds weird to say, and it's definitely gonna take some getting used to. So I wrote out a whole entire thing. Obviously, I've been hyping up this video. I've been hyping up my name change. This video is basically an explanation of why I really wanted to change my name. First thing I want to say is, what did you guys think of that new intro? Leave me some comments down below. Yes, I made it myself. I think the beat is really sick, and I guess, yeah, I just think it's kind of dope in general. So hopefully I don't change it, but I still might make a new intro. But for the most part, I really love that. So yes, here it is, finally, the day that my new name gets revealed. Obviously, I changed all my names on Instagram and YouTube yesterday, but today is the day that this video is going up. Aside from the obvious reason, I'm not going to be a twink forever. I'm eventually going to outgrow the name. There were a few other reasons. So first, I just want to say, I know I will probably be pretty twinky for a few more years at least, assuming I keep my baby face and stay skinny, but that doesn't really matter to me. I know that Twink Stan was a pretty iconic name, and I'm really glad it was my first name. I just think I was kind of starting to outgrow it, basically. I really feel like it was limiting me just to my sexuality for the most part. And for a name, that's really something that I didn't want. So at first, that was my whole entire plan. I think it was good to start off with because it was pretty relatable as a gay name. And obviously, it worked out pretty well because, I mean, we just hit 10,000 subscribers on YouTube. That is crazy. Thank you guys so much. Honestly, when I think about that number, that's like 10 times the amount of kids that were in my... No, that's like 20... No. Just so many people, so thank you guys so much. But yeah, I just felt like it was limiting me to my sexuality, and that's not something I really wanted anymore. It was my plan at the beginning to just make gay content and be a gay YouTuber, but obviously I do want to make other content. I am going to keep making gay videos, definitely, because they're just so fun to make. I just love connecting with other gay people and seeing what their experiences were, because a lot of us did have similar experiences. But I also would want to make other content, and I feel like maybe I could someday get straight guy fans. I mean, kind of unlikely, but it's a lot more likely to get them if my name is StanChris rather than if my name is Twink Stan. I mean, they might not even know what a twink is, but if they look it up and they're like, oh yeah, he's gay right away. So another reason is, I feel like twink is such a broad term. And by calling myself Twink Stan, I feel like I was trying to act like I was the twink, like the perfect twink. Obviously I'm not, nobody's perfect or anything. But by having it in my name, that's kind of what I felt like. And it was, I don't know, I just felt like it was getting unnecessary to have it in my name anymore. There's just so many other guys, so many other twinks, but here I am having twink in my social media name, literally in the name. So I don't know, I just started not liking it anymore. Like, I still liked it, but I felt like I was trying too much to be this perfect twink, when obviously that's a lot. Also, I didn't want it to be twink anymore because I feel like twink is associated a lot with sexual things. You look up like twinks, and it's gonna go to the images, it'll bring up like naked twinks, which is not really something I want to be associated with fully. I mean, obviously I post a lot of shirtless pictures and stuff, but that's different than like full twink videos. So that was another reason I was starting to like shy away from it. I mean, I liked it at first, like I've said a bunch, but it just felt like I needed to change something. So here's the story of how I got the idea for the name. So if you didn't know, my real name in real life is Chris Stanley. So obviously that's how I made Twink Stan in the beginning, because I was a twink and my last name was Stanley, so I just took the Stan, made it Twink Stan, because I stan all the gays. So you could look at it that way, as I'm a twink and I stan all the gays. But some people could look at it as Twink Stan, my name was Twink Stan because I stan twinks. I stan all the twinks. Back to my real life name being Chris Stanley. a lot of the good Instagram handles, Twitter handles and stuff were already taken. And then, so I had my new name picked out. My new name was actually gonna be Stanifer because I was taking Christopher, which is my full first name, and then I really wanted to have Stan in it so I could still say I stan all the gays. But anyways, so I told my friend Brenly. I'm so glad that I told him it. He was like, okay, it's pretty good. Like, I liked it, it was okay. And he goes, what about StanChris? And I'm just like, wait, that's epic. That's so sick. Cause then it's like anyone who follows me or anyone who likes me, it's like they stan Chris. And so you're just like, yo, do you stan Chris? Or like, do you stan Chris? I mean, I don't want you, do you like stan Chris? I don't know, it's just like, I just liked it a lot better. It basically is my name, but like switched. So anyways, I started checking if the @StanChris was available on like any social media platform like Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube and stuff. So nobody had it on YouTube. So I was like, okay, bet, I will definitely take it on YouTube. And then I checked on Instagram, and unfortunately someone already had it. That got me a little bit down, but I decided to take my chances, so I started DMing the person. At first they didn't answer. They left me on read like 3 times, and I was like, okay, at least they're reading it, at least they're seeing it. So I looked at some of their pictures, and it turns out they were actually German. So then I used Google Translate and started sending them stuff in German and asking them basically if I could somehow get it from them. After like multiple days of convincing them, they finally agreed, and I was like, oh my god, yes. But the thing is, for someone to get your old Instagram username, at least on Instagram, they save your old username for 14 days. So basically, after I got him to change his name, Instagram would let him change it back for 14 days. So I had to wait for 14 days until it would finally become available to anyone. And then obviously, right when that happened, I changed my name to it. That's basically how I got it. So after I found out that he would change it, I was like, okay, I'm making it StanChris by Stanifer. I don't know if you guys saw, but I made an anime TikTok account where I'm only posting anime stuff. I ended up calling that Stanifer just for no reason. I wanted to make it Stanime because that's like so sick, but someone already had that, so that was kind of sad. So another reason I wanted to change my name is I just wanted to change it sooner rather than later. Like I said, I'm not going to be a twink forever, so I figured I might as well change it before so I can start becoming known as StanChris instead of Twink Stan. I mean, obviously I'll still be known as Twink Stan, but it's StanChris now. The OGs will always remember that I was originally Twink Stan, basically. I know it's gonna take a little bit to like switch over. It's still weird for me to say like StanChris. When I'm looking at my Instagram, it's like, whoa, StanChris. I don't know, but I really like it. So another reason is I don't have a lot of fangirls or basically girl followers at all on Instagram. On TikTok, it's like 50-50, but my name's woketwink on there anyways. So on my Instagram, let me put in a screenshot of my analytics of the gender who's following me. It's literally crazy. There's like barely any girls. It's like mainly guys. Obviously, they're all gay guys. I don't know, I just feel like maybe girls will be more likely to like me if I'm not making my whole brand based on being gay. We'll just have to see. I also will have to obviously make less gay content, but obviously I have a gay parody coming out really soon. It's hilarious. I can't wait for you guys to see it. So yeah, basically I felt like I really wanted to make a change. I do kind of want to dye my hair blue, like dark blue, cobalt blue. I feel like it would be sick. I've always wanted to, but then the problem with that is when I'm in public, like I usually don't like getting that much attention, but honestly, whatever. I'll probably do it eventually, sometime in the future, so I can't wait for that. I think most of you guys will like the new name, or you just won't care. The only difference, it's literally basically the same, and it's literally me. The only difference is I took Twink out of it, pretty much, like literally. And if you were wondering, I am going to be keeping the Twink Stan handle on Instagram, so nobody's going to be able to take it. One last thing before this video ends is, aside from the new intro, I also made a new outro. It's really similar to the first one, just a little bit different. If you guys could leave me feedback on what you think about both of them down below. I mean, the outro is definitely fine. The intro is what I'm kind of like, I might change it a little bit, but I really like the way it turned out, I think. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys all stay safe in this crazy time right now. Peace out, guys, and thank you so much for watching.